Hello students, welcome to the next lecture of named reactions. In our previous reaction, we have seen aldol condensation and cross aldol condensation, right? And that reaction was for aldehydes in which alpha hydrogens are present. But if aldehydes don't have any alpha hydrogens, which reaction they undergo? Can they undergo the aldol condensation? No, they cannot. That means it undergoes a different type of reaction. What is the name of that reaction? Is Cannizzaro reaction. This reaction is also repeatedly asked in previous model papers. Okay. What is the name of that reaction? Cannizzaro reaction. What is the definition for that? Exactly the same, but there we have used aldehydes having alpha hydrogens, but here aldehydes who don't have alpha hydrogens. Okay, but if aldehydes don't have alpha hydrogen means product also will not be the same, it will be different, right? So let me take the reactions in which aldehydes without alpha hydrogen, aldehydes without alpha hydrogens. That means if aldehydes don't have any alpha hydrogen, they react with themselves in the presence of concentrated alkali. Alkali can be concentrated NaOH, alkali can be concentrated KOH. There we have used dilute, but here it should be concentrated, right? Undergoes the reaction in the presence of concentrated NaOH in which one of the aldehyde undergoes self oxidation and another aldehyde undergoes self reduction. One aldehyde undergoes self oxidation, another aldehyde undergoes self reduction. Self oxidation will give you carboxylic acid and self reduction will give you alcohol. Okay, so now let me define the Cannizzaro reaction once again. Aldehydes without having alpha hydrogens undergoes the reaction in the presence of concentrated NaOH to give self oxidized product as well as self reduced product. What is the self oxidized product? Carboxylic acid of that aldehyde. What is the self reduced product? Alcohol of that aldehyde. Which aldehydes I have shown in the beginning who don't have any alpha hydrogens? Formaldehyde. What is the name of this aldehyde? Formaldehyde. Can you see any alpha hydrogens in it? This is aldehyde carbon. Beside this carbon, is there any carbon? No. If carbon itself is not there, where is the chance of alpha hydrogen? No chance. And don't get confused that two alpha hydrogens are present because they are not alpha hydrogens. Alpha hydrogen means on the aldehyde, the carbon which is present beside should have hydrogens. They are called as alpha hydrogens. So, no alpha hydrogens here. So, how many formaldehydes we have to take? 2 formaldehydes. What is the catalyst here? Concentrated NaOH is the catalyst. Right. What will be the product? This is also formaldehyde. One formaldehyde undergoes oxidation to give what? Formic acid. C double bond O OH. Next formaldehyde undergoes reduction to give you CH3OH. One carbon here also, one carbon here also, but this is formic acid and this is methanol. You are not doing anything on it, just that aldehyde C double bond OH is becoming C double bond OH. C double bond OH is becoming CH2OH. Everything is the same, but one aldehyde undergoes oxidation to give formic acid, another aldehyde undergoes reduction to give you methanol, right? This is formaldehyde. Can I take the next example of benzaldehyde also? Yes, even in the benzaldehyde also we have seen that there are no alpha hydrogens. I will write it clearly so that you should not think that alpha hydrogens are there. On 5 carbons there are hydrogen, but on 6th carbon hydrogen got removed, aldehyde got added. Is it? So this is aldehyde carbon, means beside carbon is this. On this carbon can you see any hydrogen? No. So what is the name of this compound? Benzaldehyde. Alpha hydrogens are present? No. Same another benzaldehyde I should take. Right? Okay. In the presence of concentrated NaOH, what happens is one of the aldehyde undergoes oxidation to give you what? Benzoic acid, COOH. Another aldehyde undergoes reduction to give you what? CH2OH. What is the name? Benzoic acid. What is the name? Benzyl alcohol. Right? So now I will define the reaction once again. Aldehydes without alpha hydrogen reacts in the presence of concentrated NaOH as a catalyst to give self-oxidized product and self-reduced product. Self-oxidized product is a carboxylic acid, self-reduced product is an alcohol. Examples we have taken formaldehyde and benzaldehyde. Please copy this reaction and then we will move on to the next named reaction. Okay. What is next named reaction? We have Kolb's reaction. Kolbes, Kolb's reaction. This reaction is also very repeated in the previous model papers. Okay, right. This reaction is for phenol. What is phenol? Benzene ring with OH group is called as phenol. Right. So in this reaction, what you should do is, instead of taking phenol, you have to take the salt of phenol, which is O minus Na plus. Instead of taking O minus H plus, which is phenol, you should take the salt of that phenol, which the name becomes sodium salt of phenol. So instead of calling it as sodium salt of phenol, you can simply call it as phenolate, but I will write phenol only. What is the name of this? Sodium salt of phenol. Because if I take phenol as OH, it is very less reactive. The reaction will be very slow. Therefore, to make the reaction fast, instead of taking benzene ring with OH, you have to take benzene ring with O minus Na plus, which is called as sodium salt of phenol. Okay. Now shall I define the reaction? The reaction is defined as this. Sodium salt of phenol reacts with carbon dioxide under high pressure. Carbon dioxide is a gas or not? Yes. Pressure is high. I will write here itself. At high pressure. Under high pressure, sodium salt of phenol reacts with carbon dioxide, in which this carbon dioxide attacks on the benzene ring beside phenol at ortho position or opposite to phenol at para position. Preferably it will be attacked at ortho position only. To get which product? This product. What happens in the product? O minus Na plus at ortho position COO minus group will be coming as extra. It can come at meta and para also. On meta it will not come. It can come at ortho and para only, but in between ortho and para also it prefers to go to ortho position, right? But once you get this, it is stabilized by taking any acid in which H plus ions are there. Any acid in which H plus ions are there. So I can take HCl, I can take HNO3, any acid, right? So instead of writing the acid name, what I will do is I will simply write H plus ion. So if H plus ions I have taken, O minus Na plus also becomes OH, COO minus Na plus also becomes COOH. So what is the final product I get? Is this. This becomes OH and this also becomes COOH. What is the name of this compound? In between OH group and COOH group, who is more important? Is COOH group. So if COOH is more important, OH is less important. In the previous reaction also we have seen it should be called as hydroxy. Where is that hydroxy present? If this is acid, it is ortho position. Ortho hydroxy. It is not O hydroxy. It is ortho hydroxy. Ortho, at ortho position of carboxylic acid there is hydroxy, so it is called as benzene with carboxylic acid is called as benzoic acid, right? On the benzoic acid at ortho position OH group came, that we want to tell. But before the reaction started, what you said? On the benzene ring ortho position of OH carbon dioxide came. Because this was more important, carbon dioxide was less important. But once the product is formed, you got COOH acid, which is more important. So now what do you call? On the benzene ring at ortho position of the acid, OH group is present. So its name should be written according to the importance or priority. So its name now becomes ortho hydroxy benzoic acid. Ortho hydroxy benzoic acid. Now shall I define the reaction once again? Kolb's reaction is defined as this. Sodium salt of phenol reacts with carbon dioxide under high pressure to give you this ion, which to give you in which carbon dioxide is added at preferably ortho position of the ring to give you orthohydroxy benzoic acid after treatment with acid. What is the common name of orthohydroxy benzoic acid? Is salicylic acid. You can write just salicylic acid or orthohydroxy benzoic acid or both. Writing both would be better, but try to write the correct name if you are writing only one name. Okay? Right. Don't write both the names which are wrong. Write one name but correctly. This is Kolb's reaction of phenol. Right? Now what we will do? We will see the next named reaction in which phenol only will react but under different condition. Okay? Now you copy this, then we will look at the next named reaction. What is the next named reaction we have? Rimmer-Tiemann reaction. Rimmer-Tiemann reaction. And this reaction is also for phenol only. Right? Now, there we have taken carbon dioxide, but here we have to take chloroform. What is the formula for chloroform? CHCl3. There we have not taken phenol. Instead of phenol we have taken its salt, which was O minus Na plus. Here also, if I take phenol, the reaction is very slow. So what I have to do? I have to take its salt. Instead of writing directly its salt, what I will do is, I will write that aqueous NaOH is present. If I write that aqueous NaOH is present, it is equal to writing O minus Na plus. NaOH present means it becomes O minus Na plus only. Right? What I am doing is simply I have taken NaOH not as O minus Na plus, but it means same. Writing O minus Na plus is the same as writing phenol with NaOH. Okay? But whatever it is, phenol cannot react. If I take NaOH, then only it reacts very well. So what happens in this reaction is, phenol reacts with chloroform at 60 degrees temperature. Phenol reacts with chloroform at 60 degrees temperature in the presence of aqueous NaOH, and you will get a benzene ring or a phenol in which at ortho position of the phenol, this group is introduced. What is this group? CHCl3. But CHCl3 cannot be introduced. It will be introduced in the form of CHO, which is aldehydic group. Where will it come? Same at ortho position only, just like the previous reaction, right? These two together will give you aldehyde, right? So now I will define the reaction once again, in which phenol reacts with chloroform at 60 degrees temperature in the presence of aqueous NaOH to give a product in which aldehydic group is attached on the ortho position of the ring with respect to phenol, right? But is it the final product? It is not the final product. What is the final product? Is this OH and CHO. This is the final product. In the final product, you want to write the name, means you see who is more important. OH is more important or aldehyde is more important? Aldehyde is more important. Benzene with aldehyde, what is the name? Benzaldehyde. On benzaldehyde, what do you see? OH group. What is the name of that OH group? Hydroxy. Where is it present? Is hydroxy group present at ortho position of the aldehyde or meta position of the aldehyde or para position of aldehyde? Ortho position of aldehyde. What is the name of the compound? Orthohydroxybenzaldehyde you get. I will define the reaction. Phenol reacts with chloroform in the presence of aqueous NaOH at 60 degrees temperature to give a product in which aldehydic group is present on the benzene ring with respect to ortho position of the phenol, and the final product is orthohydroxybenzaldehyde. What is the common name of this? Is salicylaldehyde. If you cannot write the correct name, don't write it, whether you write the first name or second name, but write it correctly. Don't try to write both the names which are wrong. Okay, this is which reaction? Rimmer-Tiemann reaction. For Kolb's reaction, it was carbon dioxide plus NaOH, but for Rimmer-Tiemann reaction, it is chloroform with NaOH, right? Now, what we will do? We will see the next reaction now. Okay? Please copy this. Now, let us look at the next named reaction, which is Williamson's ether synthesis. Williamson's ether synthesis, or they can just call it as Williamson's synthesis. Okay, right, let us look at Williamson's synthesis. Ether is obtained as a product. Is that the same meaning or not? Ether is obtained as a product, which means ether is synthesized. So you should get ether in Williamson's ether synthesis. But who is reacting? Is alkane, means you will write CH4, that is methane, or CH3CH3, that is ethane, right? But I will not take alkane. What I will take? I will take haloalkane. R group can be methyl, ethyl, propyl. X group can be chlorine, fluorine, bromine, right? Carbon having X group is called as haloalkane. Any haloalkane I can take. Alkane means double bond should not be there. Any carbon, one carbon can be alkane, two carbons can be alkane, three carbons can be alkane having X group. X can be fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, right? When haloalkane react with alkoxide, when haloalkane reacts with sodium alkoxide. If I take alcohol, I told you that alcohol don't react faster. If you want alcohol to react faster, what you should do? You should take its salt. What is the salt? O minus Na plus. What is the name? ROH is alcohol, but if you take RO minus Na plus, it is called as sodium alkoxide. Same for phenol with Na plus. What was the name? Phenoxide was the name. If Na plus is there on the phenol, means it is called as phenoxide. Same way, if Na plus is there on the alcohol, means it is called as sodium alkoxide, right? If haloalkanes reacts with sodium alkoxide, you get ether as a product, in which Na plus and Cl minus will be obtained as a byproduct. If this R group is different from this R group, let me differentiate both of them by taking R here and R dash here. So what happens if NaCl is formed there? What is left? This part is broken part, this part is broken part, both of them joins. From which end it is breaking? From this end. From which end this is breaking? Right. Broken part from this I have written forms a bond with broken part of this. What is the name of this compound? C bond O bond C is nothing but ether. This is the general reaction I have taken. Instead of taking R group, let me take methyl group. Instead of taking R dash group, let me take ethyl group. Then it becomes very easy for us to understand. Instead of taking X, what I will take? I will take chlorine, or I can take bromine, or I can take iodine also. Let me take chlorine. So CH3Cl is my haloalkane. What is the name? Methyl chloride or chloromethane. Chloromethane is the name of haloalkane, right? Halo is chloro, alkane is methane. Reacts with which sodium alkoxide? Ethoxide. CH3, CH2, O minus, Na plus. How many carbons? 1, 2, O minus. 2 means eth oxide. So it is which ethoxide? Sodium. Which alkoxide is it? Eth oxide. I can take methoxide also, but not to make you confused, I am taking two different types. Okay, right. When both of them reacts, what happens? Na plus and Cl minus will be separated. What do you get? NaCl. Here I have taken X, so I should show as X only. NaCl is formed. Now what I should do? This part should be connected to this part. CH3, CH2, O minus was there, and Cl minus is going out, means this becomes CH3, right? Plus. So you should connect both of them by a bond. Which bond? This bond. Now what do you get? ether. What is the name of this ether? Methyl ethyl. Ethyl comes from E, methyl comes from M. So who comes first in the alphabet? Ethyl. So your name should be ethyl methyl ether. It is which ether? Ethyl methyl ether plus NaCl. I can take many examples, but what you should remember, when haloalkane reacts with sodium alkoxide, you get ether plus NaX. That is which reaction? Williamson's ether synthesis. It's very simple, but you have to practice this reaction many times. Then only you will not get confused between all those reactions. Otherwise, if you don't practice, means you will mix all of them and make a new reaction which would be completely wrong. Okay. Now, in the next class, what we will see? The remaining named reactions we will see in the next class. Okay. Thank you.